Hey, what's up everybody? Back with another day of showing you how I have built today's food plan on the app called My Macros Plus to show you how I am hitting and tracking my daily calorie and macronutrient goals. You know, my proteins, carbs, fats, all that fun stuff. I figure if I'm doing this every day, why not just record it and throw it up on YouTube, see if it helps somebody else figure out how to build their own plans. Do me a favor, if you find this video to be helpful, please hit the like button on it, maybe even the subscribe button while you're already here. And I'm going to go ahead and kick in the recorder on my app. Okay, so I have a 3-step process every single day whenever I build my food plans. The first step of my 3-step process is I put in my daily staples. My staples are just the things that are basically the same thing every day. Something I don't have to think about, something to help get the proverbial ball rolling. And for me, my staples are my pre and my post-workout meals. Why are those staples? Well, for one, I have them every day whether I actually do the workout or not. And also because they basically have the same food in them every day, which is a protein drink, a whey isolate powder on pre and my post. My post also typically has some sort of carbs for after my workout. Just trying to get a little bit of a post-workout energy boost there. So you can see here my pre-workout, I've got the Hydro Whey is what this one's called. I've got a fruit bar, which was a little bit of a pre-workout carb boost. And then my post-workout there, you can see the whey again, and some Haribo gummy bears for the after-workout carb spike there. So, excuse me, that's the first of my 3-step process. The second thing is, I ask myself, is there anything that I'm craving today? Is there anything that I want to make sure to try to add in here? Because especially when you're following a meal plan, or especially when you're trying to lose weight and you're cutting your calories, you don't want to feel like you're depriving yourself. You don't want to feel like you're just like going to go crazy because you can't have some of the foods you want. So I try to work in the cravings whenever I can. So my second step would be ask myself, is there anything that I want right now? And if so, add that in here, and then let's see how the rest of the plan goes. I didn't have anything specific today, so I didn't add anything in at this point. Whether you do or whether you don't, the third step, the next thing you're going to do is now just build your food plan, starting with the first meal of the day. First meal of the day for me was back to one of my basics. I haven't had time lately to eat breakfast just because I've been not eating till like 2 o'clock, which is kind of weird. Today I got to get my breakfast in around noon, which is fine for me. I had 2 cups of liquid egg whites today, and that's awesome. It's just pure protein, no carbs, no fats on that. And then I had a cup of liquid chicken bone broth. Just warm it up in the microwave for 30 seconds, drink it. So started off the day real nice with a lot of protein. You can see here actually 62 grams of protein, 0.5 grams of fat. So nice start to the day. Then I went to my lunch, and what I did here is another wrap. I've been doing a lot of wraps lately, partly because we bought too many wraps, and I got to eat a bunch of wraps and deli meat. So I had a deli chicken wrap today with a little bit of corned beef also, sliced corned beef there as well. I guess Subway sandwiches, I think, calls that a club or something kind of close, just missing the turkey. So a couple of different meats on the plain wellness wrap. I had a side of Quest protein chips. I've been having a lot of those lately, digging on those. And then I had a side of fat-free Bush's baked beans. 505 total calories for that meal, 57 grams of protein, 63 of carb, and again, pretty low fat. So my fat's doing very well at this point. And the reason I needed that to work out was because for what I was going to have for dinner. You can see here for my dinner, I had some frozen pepperoni pizza. My kid threw a frozen pizza in, and I decided to have that instead of what I had originally planned. So what I could have done is just said, well, I'll just go ahead and eat the pizza and disregard my plan that I've already built. Instead, to try to stay consistent, I took out the previous food that I had put in here, and I measured the pizza according to the information on the box. So I measured it in grams, and so you can see here 300 grams of the pizza, which ended up being about 2 slices, and then another thing of tortilla chips, the Quest protein chips on the side. So I got to have some nice frozen pepperoni pizza, which I love. Even though it's kind of high in fat, you can see 34 grams of fat. It's nice now that I saved so much of that fat allotment earlier in the day because I got to spend it here. So that was my dinner with some pizza and some chips, which is pretty nice whenever you're cutting. And this left me some room. After I did my pre-workout, my post-workout, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I had some room to fit in some snacks throughout the day. So what I have here is another wrap. You can see the plain walnut wrap and the deli chicken. I also threw on some fat-free cheddar cheese onto that. Warmed it up in the microwave and made it a nice melt. Made that cheese melt, which was really kind of nice. And additionally, you can see here I also have Greek yogurt, plain non-fat. I put a little bit of that onto the to that wrap as well. I have here a fruit bar. This is another frozen fruit bar. And I'm actually going to show you something here with that in a second. So that's my second fruit bar of the day. I've got a bunch of different flavors right now. I got strawberry and watermelon, and I think I got peach in there. So I could eat a bunch of those a day. I love those. And so those are my snacks. Now, at the end of the day, if you look at the top numbers, you can see here 209 total calories remaining. That's 209 under my target. So I'm sitting good there. I don't want to be more than 300 under. But 209 is on the higher end, but still within my range for a good cutting day. The macronutrients at the top almost laid out the way that I'd like them. The protein's almost perfect. I went over just a little bit on the protein. I'd like to see my carbs and my fat probably switched around here, but that's okay. I'm still well within the range that I want to be. But something to mention here, though, is because my carbs is still so high, I've kind of got some I can spend here. I can actually add something in here that was all carbs. I don't want to add more fat. I don't want to add any more protein, but I want to add something with just a little bit of carbs only, especially because I still have 209 grams or 209 calories remaining. So what I'm going to do actually here is I'm going to go down to my snacks, and I'm going to change the fruit bar. From one fruit bar, you can see 0 protein, 0 fat, 15 carbs. Well, let's have our third frozen fruit snack for the day. So I'm actually going to put 2 in here because one was on the pre-workout. And you can see here that even after adding this one, my numbers at the top look great. 150 calories remaining. That's right in the middle, almost perfect of where I'd want it to be. The numbers at the top look good. So, when you're building these, a lot of your days are going to be involved. A lot of your time is spent just putting stuff in, taking stuff out, changing the volume, changing how much of things you're eating until you get it into the range that you really want it to be. And the second part of that is sometimes things change throughout the day. It doesn't mean you have to abandon your plan. Just revamp, reassess kind of how you need to redo it. That frozen pizza was not on my original plan, but I decided to go for it, and I made it work even with my cutting calorie target here. So still all doable. This was a very good day. Thank you all for watching. Again, if this was helpful, let me know. Hit the like button on this video. The app I'm using is called My Macros Plus, and it's on all of the app stores. Go out and get it. That's it. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on tomorrow's video.